He calls himself the child of the Lord. Centuries before Christ, those words were written, not by an eyewitness at Calvary, but by one who saw it long before it happened. Wisdom 2 doesn't hint or symbolize. It declares. It records the very thoughts of those who would condemn him, exposing their motives, their mockery, and their hatred in language so precise that it can only be divine. Moses gave the test. If what a prophet speaks in the name of the Lord comes to pass, it is from God. This came to pass exactly. The chapter begins with indulgence. Come, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that exist, and make use of creation to the full as in youth. It is the philosophy of the godless, a world that believes life is short and meaningless, that pleasure is the only good. To them the righteous man is a disturbance. His virtue is an accusation. His purity reminds them of judgment, so they despise him for existing. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they wither, they say. They chase what fades and call decay delight. The moral decay described in Wisdom 2 isn't confined to one time. It's the same corruption that has always mocked virtue, denied consequence, and ridiculed redemption. Then the voice grows darker. Let our might be our law of right, for what is weak proves itself useless. This is the creed of empire and tyranny, the worship of power itself. To them, humility is failure and mercy is weakness. It's the same spirit that sneered at the crucified Christ, authority boasting against truth. They believed strength could silence goodness, that violence could conquer virtue. Yet their power ended at the grave, while his began there. Let us lie in wait for the righteous man, because he is inconvenient to us and opposes our actions. The righteous man doesn't accuse with words. His very presence convicts. He stands as the measure of what they aren't. They can't bear to see in him what they've abandoned in themselves. He professes to have knowledge of God, and calls himself a child of the Lord. The prophecy names him outright. The very claim for which Christ was condemned was written centuries before he was born. He didn't call himself the Son of God as a title. He is the Son of God by nature, the one the prophets saw but the blind refused to recognize. He became to us a reproof of our thoughts. The very sight of him is a burden to us. The wicked can't endure holiness. The mere existence of the good exposes their corruption. It isn't enough for them to ignore righteousness. They must destroy it. Let us test him with insult and torture, that we may know his gentleness and make trial of his forbearance. They did. They mocked him, scourged him, and crowned him with thorns. They tested his patience and found it infinite. Then they fulfilled the final line. Let us condemn him to a shameful death, for according to his words, he will be protected. They nailed him to a cross and hurled the same words this prophecy recorded. If you are the Son of God, come down. They thought their cruelty disproved him. It proved the prophecy. Every verse of Wisdom 2 is exact. It doesn't merely describe the passion, it explains it. It lays bare the heart of evil, the envy of the wicked, the worship of strength, the contempt for innocence, and the hatred of truth. It's not poetry but diagnosis. It shows not only what they did to Christ, but why they did it. In time, this book, along with others that bear the same divine mark, was removed from the Hebrew canon. The claim was that it wasn't written in Hebrew. Yet language doesn't limit inspiration. The same spirit that moved the prophets spoke through Greek as well as Hebrew. Its rejection reveals not the failure of divine inspiration, but the blindness of man to recognize it. It's fitting that the world rejected the prophecy that exposed it. Wisdom 2 saw it all. The pride of the powerful, the plotting of the wicked, the mockery of the righteous, and the blindness that endures to this day. The prophecy came true. By Moses' own standard, it's from God. The same hearts that hated the righteous man still turn away from his wisdom, and the book they cast aside still stands as proof of who spoke it.